Poughkeepsie, plenty of rainfall. Also down to the south, severe thunderstorm.
Severe thunderstorms with damaging wind have caused a number of problems for folks in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, as well as New York State. We are continuing to watch the situation. Although the thunderstorms have moved over to the coastal waters, some redevelopment is possible. This edition of Storm Watch is brought to you by Walmart. I'm Lisa Moser. We began this Storm Watch segment by updating you on the tropical weather. We are currently looking at a couple of areas that are of concern for today. We've been watching a broader area of low pressure. Now, certainly you've noticed the cloudy skies across New Orleans, and maybe you didn't know that the flow has been mainly along the surface easterly, but it is this moisture that is in the Gulf of Mexico pushing to the north that is causing the rain showers, and the thunderstorms with the heating of the day have also been very active. Yesterday we saw rain showers on and off across southern Louisiana. Today it's spreading a little bit further inland, and certainly we're looking at the possibility of some circulation going on. Now, at this time, you'll want to notice that the area of cloudiness that we're looking at with this wave, this tropical wave, extends pretty far to the south. Now, you may recall it was about a week ago in the Bay of Campeche that we saw the circulation that slowly developed and became what was Hurricane Earl. So we're certainly concerned because this is a favorable area, not only because of the very warm temperatures of the Gulf and the Caribbean at this time of the year, but also the wind flow aloft. It's anticyclonic, and this too is very favorable for further development. So we're quite interested in this area, and it does look like we'll be seeing some reports as the hurricane hunters are planning a mission to give us additional data. So as soon as that mission does occur and we get the word from the Hurricane Center what exactly is going on, we'll be passing that information on to you. Let's take a closer look. I want to point out that at this time, again, the circulation is not very well defined. We are seeing areas where some of the cloud tops are beginning to really perk up. We've also seen the pressure fall significantly in the past 24 hours. And so a few elements are beginning to come together, but by no means right now are we looking at a very well-organized system. This is the visible imagery that we're looking at. And you'll notice that the cloud cover, this is a pretty solid deck that is extending across much of the central area of the Gulf of Mexico. And again, some of the moisture is creeping into the extreme coastal areas of the southern states, Louisiana, Alabama, the panhandle of Florida. We're also looking at an area, a wave in nature that has brought moisture in for much of the past 24 hours around Brownsville, Texas, and Old Mexico. Now, what is going to happen is a couple of things. We could see the area of low pressure develop in and around where the easterly wind is becoming a little bit more southeasterly, or that central area could be a little bit further to the south. Either way, a couple of things that are going to come into play are going to be significant. One, if the area of circulation is close, that's not real good because certainly that's too close for comfort. And the other thing is that if the circulation is further to the south, well, it has a lot of a large body of water to develop and become more organized. And so those are some of the things that the hurricane hunters are going to be concerned with, and our hurricane experts experts here at the Weather Channel will also be looking at over the next 24-hour period especially. Looking a little bit further out, I just want to point out the Antilles Islands here, the Leeward Islands. We do have another wave that's coming in, and we're likely to see some rain showers with some of this cloud cover coming in as it pushes on its westward track, an easterly wave coming in here. A little further out, the continent of Africa, you'll notice a huge area of convection getting ready to come over to the coastal shore here. We'll watch to see if this holds together. This is a very favorable time of the season. We're headed into the second week of September, and certainly additional development is a little bit more prone to produce some tropical storms, and so we watch that. Speaking of tropical storm, we could be looking at one pretty soon here. This is currently a tropical depression LNE out in the Pacific, 11E out in the Pacific, and it may soon become a tropical storm. We're certainly going to see some caution along the Baja of California because the track for this has been projected to be parallel, but that doesn't necessarily have to be so. It wouldn't take much to see this tropical depression 11E perhaps go a little further north, and of course that is of some concern too here. Again, we're looking at showers and thunderstorms not only in the northeast back home, we're also looking at showers and thunderstorms across parts of
3-7, which exactly ties her for first place with Olga Rashuk.